Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, we have a few very exciting things taking place for you, romantically, especially, that I'll talk about more in the love-focused horoscope for you, but also the fact that your ancient ruling planet will be changing signs this month. Very important for you, and I talk about that in the Saturn special horoscope for your sign, so that should be published at the time of this video, so please do have a look at that as well to get a more fuller picture about what is coming up for you ahead. But that does speak to a longer term trend. When I look at just what is happening this month, I think the best way that I can describe what's taking place this month comes down to the word preparation. There's a lot of preparation energy on offer this month, and it really has to do with the bigger breakthroughs and bigger beginnings that are coming up for you in the new year. And that really is it. I do think that a big part of the energy this month is about tying up a lot of loose ends, understanding what has been, understanding what's happening with you on energetic levels, clearing house psychically, energetically, and otherwise, as you understand very deep within that you're preparing for new and a lot new coming up for you. And that might not sound so glamorous on the surface, but at the very least, as I said, your love life is going to be booming. So lots of good stuff is happening there. In the early part of the month, what I do think is if you are one of those people who has children, your children are likely to be a focus for you, likely to need your energy, need your attention as well, but in the best possible sense. It does look like, again, if you have children or you have children in your sphere, they help facilitate some very powerful life learning for you, some very powerful understandings for you as well, that really help you to not only see things from a different perspective, but it's almost as if I'm seeing you need to understand there's something that you want, and you've got to figure out a way to ask for it. You've got to figure out a way to negotiate for it. Now, how are you going to do that? That is a skill. And spending time with children, your own or others, is going to be a part of you developing that skill so that you can then go out and ask for what it is that you actually want. Whether you're asking for it in a grand way from the universe, or whether you're asking for it in a more immediate way from a supervisor or someone that you hope will grant you some favor to move your life in a direction that you'd like it to go. Those of you who have a creative project that you're working on, or are self-employed in the sense that you are self-employed with something that you're passionate about. So if you have a hobby or a passion and you've turned that into a business, or you just have something that you really enjoy, a creative project that you're also passionate about, this is a time of a lot of breakthroughs where you really figure out your voice with that. And that's really what it comes down to, figuring out your voice in the context of this creative project. What are you actually trying to say? What is the intention behind it? What's the message behind it? And getting that clarity, which is only going to help you reach a greater level of success, personally with your work, but also with this specific project as well. This can be a great time for you to be considering and be open to what may come ahead for you in the context of your creativity and the things that you hope to share as part of your journey towards self-actualization. Once we get to the later part of the month, a lot of the energy really starts to build in the sign just before yours. So this is really the part of the sky that has to do with psychic clearing, getting things out of the way that get in your way, that sabotage you. But also this has to do with closing karmic ties, closing karmic contracts, understanding who has served their purpose in your life as well. Now, what's really fascinating about this is we've got all this energy happening in the sign just before yours, but early in the month, Mars will enter your sign as well. Again, I'll speak about that in the love-focused horoscope as well. But just in a general sense, my God, this is really the start of a new cycle of motivation, of energy, and of ambition as well to a certain extent. What I find so interesting is you've got this energy happening in the sign, as I said, just before yours, which is generally considered quiet, right? It's about what's happening on levels of karma and psyche and sleep as well, with your dreams just really providing a ground space of a lot of clearing and a lot of release for you. But then we've got Mars there in your sign, which is all about beginnings, acknowledging change, where you want change, and working towards it, saying, this is what I can do to create change, and this is what is out of my power, and then focusing completely on what you can do. And part of the sacred lesson when Mars is in your sign is about understanding who you are and exerting yourself from that place, living from that place of truth. At the very least, it'll be an energized time, but what's also really interesting about this energy is the importance of this is to keep the focus on yourself, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself getting frustrated with the people around you, and that would be such a waste of this really wonderful energy on offer. This energy is promising you freedom, it's promising you change, it's promising you direction, lightness, empowerness, and just overall feeling stronger than you have in a really long time. What I love about the sky for you is that there's equal parts fun, passion, motivation, but also there's a quiet spiritual energy at play here as well that you are aware of, because there's always spiritual energy at play. But this is energy that reminds you that something within you is plugged into source, and that allows you to see the magic and the miracles around you. They're always there, but they just become that much more evident to you.